Hasbro announces their new GIJoe classified Haslab HISS tank and a whole lot more. So let's jump right into it. Hey everybody, JC here, and welcome to a Wednesday edition of TNInews, and we've got a lot to cover. Let's start off with some Star Wars news. So just today, Hasbro revealed two new Black Series figures from the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, which ended last week. But this week we got a reveal of the NECA figure, the Jawa, so another Jawa figure, and then another Obi-Wan figure. This one is listed as Jabim, I guess is how you say it. Jabim. I don't know, one of the planets from this show. But this is, I want to say our third Obi-Wan figure from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So the Obi-Wan figure is going to be available pretty much everywhere and will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The Jawa figure is going to be a Target store exclusive. Now, according to the press release, that will also be going up for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, with Target, you never know. It probably will be late. Now switching over to NECA Toys. So late yesterday, 3 new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures went up for pre-order, again at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So one of the figures that went up was the next Universal Monsters Turtle mashup figure. This is the Splinter as Van Helsing. We had seen a preview image for this one a month or so ago, but now we've got the official images and details. And again, this figure is available for pre-order now. And then the other 2 figures that went up were 2 of the Mirage comic figures. So first of all, we've got the Utrom figure, which we had seen previously a couple months ago. They had released images for this one. And then seeing for the first time is the Mirage Comics version of Casey Jones, which does have a masked and unmasked head. So I'm pretty sure that's one a lot of people have been wanting. And again, all of these are available for pre-order now. Also on the turtle front, I just wanted to let you guys know that while we haven't really gotten a very good look at it yet, but officially confirmed thanks to the back of the packaging for the recently released Turtle 2-pack featuring Zack and Smash. But on the back of that one, it features another 2-pack that had yet to be officially announced and still hasn't been officially announced by NECA Toys. But that is Dirk Savage, the characters Dirk Savage and Mona Lisa. So that's another 2-pack that is coming to the animated series line. I don't know when we'll get the official images and details on that one. But again, thanks to the back of the packaging with the Zack and Smash 2-pack, which people who pre-ordered that from the NECA store website should be getting that very soon. But on the back of the packaging for that one, we do have that new 2-pack that has been announced. All right, now moving on to McFarlane Toys. So first of all, I just wanted to share these new images that have popped up. So this is part of that DC Superpowers line that is being released under the DC Direct banner. These are said to be 5-inch figures. We'd previously seen an image for the Darkseid figure pop up online several weeks ago. But if you go look on eBay now, you'll see several of the Darkseid figures listings there. And then thanks to Mario, we have our first look, or real look at the Superman figure. Now we've seen on the back of the packaging, there's also going to be a Batman figure, and then 2 vehicles, a Batwing and a Supermobile will also be done in this line. Now I don't have any pricing information for you on these. I'm not exactly sure how much these figures are going to cost. McFarlane Toys has yet to put out an official announcement for these, though it looks like they are starting to slip out at retail. But again, no official word yet from McFarlane Toys. But these are definitely a nod to the original Superpowers line with the packaging and everything. Again, they're said to be about 5 inches. The scale of these figures is said to be about 5 inches. They seem to have minimal articulation. But if you're a fan of the original DC Superpowers line, this might be something that you want to check out. And then for you Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, we've got the newest wave. This is wave 2 of their 7-inch figures that has gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. Now you may recall last week we had seen a preview, some preview images for a couple of these. So we had seen the Aang with Momo, and then also the Sokka. So we've got better looks at those. Also in this wave is Prince Zuko, and then also in this wave is a 5-inch of the Fire Nation War Rhino. So one of the beasts. These are the beast is really made more for 5-inch figures, and then there's also a 2-pack featuring 5-inch figures of Aang versus Zuko with the mask on. So those again, that 2-pack again is 5-inch scale figures. And as I said, all of these are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then one final note on the McFarlane toy front. Yesterday, McFarlane Toys announced that going up for pre-order on Target's website tomorrow, which is the 30th. I don't know exactly when tomorrow, but new 66 Batman figures. Now, they just said, they mentioned figures and play sets and such. So they didn't give any specifics. They just showed off this one preview image of Batman. But, based on overseas listings that we've previously seen, I suspect we are going to see a black and white version of Joker and Batman. That's what this image is kind of teasing, is the black and white version of Batman. And then also Mr. Freeze figure, Mr. Freeze. And then the vehicle, there's supposed to be a Bat Cycle with sidecar. And then something that has been listed as the villain's lair, so which is probably the play set that we're going to see tomorrow. So I don't know exactly what that will be, but when these go up for pre-order, which again sometime tomorrow, maybe as soon as early first thing in the morning, I don't know, but we'll get the official images and details at that point, and of course we'll have that information up at TNI with direct links to the Target website. Super 7 yesterday put up for pre-order the newest wave of Simpsons Ultimates. This is wave 3. So 4 figures in this wave. So we are getting Mr. Burns and then Ralph Wiggum, which was the figure that was teased. I talked about that in the last news video on Friday. So those are regular figures with the normal price of $55. And then the 2 other figures in this wave are the aliens Kudos and Kang. So, and those figures are each going to cost you $75 each. And this entire wave, all 4 figures are available for pre-order at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Hasbro today gave us a brief little preview for one of their upcoming starting lineup figures. They're going to be starting the line off with NBA figures, and this is the tease that they gave us. They also put out a press release suggesting that these figures are going to be 6-inch in scale, and based on the little teaser, it does look like these are going to be articulated figures. The first figure is slated to drop in September 22nd, so the day before my birthday. But they announced they were going to be doing starting lineup figures a month or so ago, but really didn't give us any details. Still not a lot of specifics, but again, you can't expect 6-inch articulated sports figures in this line, it looks like. And we're going to start off with the NBA. Okay, and then finally, today's big news was the official reveal, I should say, of the GIJoe classified Haslab 6-inch scale Cobra HISS tank. So yesterday, it kind of leaked out that it was definitely going to be the HISS tank. I think we all pretty much figured it was going to be, but it kind of, thanks to somebody on the Hasbro Pulse website that accidentally listed it in error, which is not the first time that's happened on Hasbro Pulse, but we got the essentially confirmation it would be a HISS tank and that the price was going to be $299, or essentially $300. But today we got the official first look at it, as well as, it is now, that campaign is now live. And I've got to tell you that it is going gangbusters. It's only been live for a couple hours, and already it is over halfway to its minimum goal. They are requiring 8,000 backers as the minimum goal to make it fully funded. And as I'm filming this, it's almost at 5,000 backers. In fact, I believe it's actually over 5,000 backers as I'm filming this. So it's quite possible this might actually get over the 8,000 minimum needed in less than 24 hours, which I think would set a record, at least when it comes to action figures. I forget how fast the Ghostbusters Proton Pack funded. That one was pretty fast, but for action figures, the Sentinel, I believe, currently held the record, which was just a little bit over 24 hours, if I remember correctly. So this tank is doing quite well. Now, something that they're doing different with this one is they're actually throwing in an early bird action figure. So the HISS tank itself, which has working treads, it has electronic lights. It's got headlights, it's got backlights, it's got a little Cobra spotlight, and you can do the lights in different patterns. So it's battery operated, so that's pretty cool. The treads do work on it. Yeah, we talked a lot about this last night in my live stream, and I think they pretty much hit everything that myself and others that were on the live stream were saying that they wanted from this. So I think somebody's going to be crying. SG, I'm thinking of you there, buddy. That it does have the electronic lights and everything. So working gun turret. So not only does it rotate like on the original HISS, but the individual turrets you can elevate up and down, which is not something you could ever do on the original HISS tank. So that's cool. You've got inside compartments. So you've got a chair. So you can at least hold one figure. You might be able to squeeze a few others. It's got a weapons rack. So that's pretty cool. Again, lights inside the cockpit. So, and it does come with the HISS tank driver. So that right off the bat is going to be included. There's going to be 4 unlockable tiers, which they have not yet told us what those will be, but 4 tiers. And then as I was saying, an early bird item, Ron Rudat, who was one of the original designers on the GIJoe brand, they got basically they're basing this early bird figure. It is an actual figure of the HISS tank driver, which was designed in multiple colors. They're calling it, I believe they said, the HISS tank technician. But essentially, it's a modified design of the HISS tank driver, based on early designs from Ron Rudat, who's pretty well known among folks within the GIJoe community. He'll also be doing the box art for the figure, which I believe they said would be numbered. So in order for that to be included with the HISS tank, they said that it will need to get to the 8,000 in less than or within a week, which I think it's easily going to do. Like I said, it may actually get to that 8,000 within 24 hours the way it's been going. So I don't think there's going to be any problem with this being funded. I don't know exactly what the unlockable tiers will be, or what the goals will be to get to those. I'm sure they're going to reveal these as they go along. Whether all 4, I've got to think at least one other will be a figure, but probably not all 4. So I wouldn't expect like 4 additional figures on top of the driver and then the early bird figure. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of the unlockable tiers was for another figure. Now, as far as other features, they did say, even though it's not shown on the model here, that the turrets will have holes so you can put blast effects in them, so it looks like it's shooting. The cockpit, the canopy on the in the front, you can either open it, just popping, pulling it up from the, like the original HISS tank, or you can open it from the side. So figures on either side, you can lift up the flaps of the canopy. So that's something new. They said for quick access, basically, you're going to have some panels that you can removing things like the engine block and such. So, I think there's still some people trying to say it's not worth $300. I think they're crazy. It's one thing if you don't want to spend that much, that I can certainly understand. It's even another if not that much into GIJoe and it's not worth spending $300 for something like that. That's perfectly understandable. But anyone trying to argue that this is not worth $300, I personally think is just crazy. But I totally 100% without any shadow of a doubt think this is well worth $300, and I think a lot of other people seem to as well, because like I said, this definitely is being funded quite fast. So again, available now on Hasbro Pulse, and as I'm filming this, like I said, I believe it's already over 5,000 backers of the minimum 8,000 that it needs to be fully funded. Now, I just want to let you guys know, so I already backed one for myself, and then I believe tomorrow, I won't say 100%, but my next live stream, which again, I think will be probably tomorrow, Thursday, the 30th, I'm going to give one away to one of you guys, basically where, assuming it's backed and everything, which again, I think it 100% will, but I'll do a drawing and I'll give one away. I'll basically back it and then give them your name and everything when I back it, so that if it is funded and such, it will be sent to you. But basically, I'm going to give one of these HISS tanks away to one of you guys in my next live stream, which is more than likely going to be tomorrow the 30th. If not tomorrow, then next week, but but again, probably most likely tomorrow. So if you don't want to pay $300, but you do want the HISS tank, then you might want to tune in to that live stream for a chance to actually win one for free. All right, guys, that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great!